We have an issue, guys. We have an issue. When we saw the Xbox Games Showcase, we were very, very excited. All of us for many games. And one of them that I was excited for was Starfield. It looks like they had like 5 different updates, and it looked like it was going to be good. The DLC update looked interesting. It looked like it was actually lore-based. It looked spooky. It looked like something out of Event Horizon or something. I was very excited for that. And they had a bunch of announcements for upgrades in the game, things that they've done, things that they've added to the game. And one of the things that they had was extra mission. And also, they announced that they were going to add the community mod page, essentially, like an in-game way, community mod marketplace, and in-game way to buy mods and be able to attach mods to the game and so on and so forth. But some details have arisen in the days since then, and we have some problems. Okay, so the Shattered Space DLC, that just looks fine. The Starfield Creation Kit, that was the name of it. The mod thing was the Starfield Creation Kit, which was going to enable players to add new content to the game. Everyone was excited because people thought it was going to undoubtedly, like this article is saying, revitalize the Starfield community with an injection of numerous sought-after mods and customizations. However, in a June update posted, it explained that players will be able to download new missions for a group called the Track Alliance. And the problem is, though, the mission that they were talking about in the showcase, it's behind a paywall. You have to actually buy the extra DLC mission, and this is over and above buying the game, which I wasn't super disappointed in the game. I actually enjoyed it, but a lot of people were disappointed in the game, and it was a $70 full price buying game, and more if you bought the expanded edition or whatever they called it, the Jump into Space edition or whatever the hell it was called, which I got because I'm a Bethesda shill. And I just had to give them a chance and get it, which was what it is. But the problem is the $7 mission isn't $7. They do this thing in a lot of games with microtransactions where something will cost, say in this case, $7. But in order to get the mission, you have to spend $10 because they'll have a $5 tier. And then they'll have a $10 tier for the in-game currency. This is the problem with in-game currencies. $7 isn't $7. $7 is a certain number of, in this case, Starfield creation credits. And you can only get it into, I think it's like $2, $5, $10, $20. And so in order to get the $7 mission, you have to spend 1,000 Starfield creation credits, which is $10. And so the game, the mission is actually locked behind a $10 paywall, not a $7 paywall. Big stupid issue. This is a problem with having multiple currencies in a game, as opposed to having. I'm a big proponent of any kind of microtransaction should just tell you the monetary price. This mission is $2. This skin is $5. I mean, I play a lot of games like, Riot games with League of Legends and so on. You have like 5 different currencies in that. I think every currency, if it has a real money equivalent, should be turned into just dollars. I wish there was a law against this. I really, really do. I think it's obfuscating. It's trying to create confusion in people buying. And it's doing it to obfuscate and hide the actual price of whatever it is you're getting, whether it's a skin or a mission pack or a stage or a character, whatever it is. I always think it's stupid. I don't mind it when it's, for example, I think it's called Blue Essence in League of Legends, where it is a just in-game currency. There's no way to buy it. It's just earned in-game, and you use it for whatever. In League's case, you're buying characters with it. That's fine. If it has zero monetary equivalent, it is totally, totally fine. but when it does have a monetary equivalent, it should just be in dollars. And this is exactly why it's such a dumb thing. Like, I don't know what Bethesda's thinking. I think they have some kind of like, I guess, positive impact right now with the community that they can get away with BS like this. They don't. Starfield, while I liked it, was considered a general relative failure compared to, Fallout 4, compared to Skyrim, compared to Oblivion, compared to all of their other major games. They had a giant fall with Fallout 76. They worked on that, and it's in a better place now, which is great. But that still shook the trust of the games community as a whole and all of their consumer player base. And not only that, now they've had another one with Starfield. And now they're doing it again with what we thought was just a positive, general message to everyone during the Xbox gameplay showcase. And there's major problems with what they were announcing. The creation kit also, by the way, it doesn't stop there. An even bigger issue, and I don't think they're actually even covering it here, is that Starfield is being review bombed on Steam and on Reddit. And the reason is very simple. The creation, what is it called again? Sorry, my brain farted. The creation kit is not just mods. It is paid mods. Mods for money. So, hear me out, guys. You are buying a full-price game by Bethesda. Bethesda is known for their bugs. The Bethesda games that are bugged usually have modders that try to fix it. So you have to now buy the mod for the game that the mods are fixing, and Starfield and Bethesda will get a cut from the mods you buy to fix their own fucking game. That is what is going on now. Like, I was a Starfield enjoyer, and I'm pissed about this. I'm a Bethesda believer, and I'm extra pissed about this. This is a huge double L from Starfield for no reason. For literally no fucking reason. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Ryan has been playing Bethesda games since, the OG days, just as I have been. And he's just cracking up about this because it's just like classic Bethesda, where they try to do something and then they just take giant L's for no reason. This is more of it. This is basically more of it. Starfield. I'm trying to look at the Starfield page. Oh yeah, it has like some mild sexual things in it, so it blocks it. Oh my god. Ooh. Here we go. Here you go, man. Look at this number. Mostly negative 28%. And also, I don't like when people say that this is being review bombed. This is not being review bombed. This is being actually reviewed. In light of new events, people are voicing their displeasure. This is not a review bombing. This is a righteous review here. Let's read some of them. Oh my god, let's see the graph too. Oh my god. Because like, dude, if you look at the in-depth graph, this is very, very sad. Because we were seeing a lot of positivity behind Starfield. Like, it starts off like 50%, positive, negative, right? And then it's been slowly getting more positive, less negative. And then as soon as it came out, what was going on with the creation kit, what was going on with the quest behind a paywall and everything. And also, by the way, quests should never be behind paywall. I fucking hate this. And Bethesda was one of the first companies to do this, by the way, with major DLCs with quests put behind paywalls. And if it's like a giant thing, like Knights of the Nine was for Oblivion or something like that, that really added a lot to the game, I don't really mind it in that way. But I'm talking about like single quests being held behind paywall. This is something I expect from Ubisoft and EA. And case in point, EA's new game coming out and Ubisoft's new games coming out both have single quest behind day one paywalls. This is something they do. Bethesda should not try to reach into this echelon of shit and join their ranks in doing the same thing. This is a huge L from Bethesda that they don't need. Starfield's a good game. I actually like Starfield, like I said. This is pissing me off because I like Starfield. I think it deserves better than it's being given right now. Though the negative reviews from this, from the Creation Kit issue and from the quest being behind paywall, they just deserve this L. Like, this is an L that they should have realized that they're doing. I'm sure they do. I don't know what Bethesda is thinking. I don't know why they're going for the short cash grab, I guess, in this case, for the $7 quest line. They should have just given it to us for free. We all paid money into this game. It was a full price game. I think, has the price gone down? The price has not gone down. It is still full box price, $70. And then $100 for the premium edition. There is no reason Bethesda should think that they could get away with this. And no reason for any company to get away with this. I think, let's see what other people are saying. Push for curated paid mods. By the way, this push for curated paid mods, they tried this in Skyrim. They had a giant pushback. They tried this really hard in Fallout 4, and it created a huge unified gaming outcry to the point that they had to absolutely destroy their storefront for the online paid mods. And they made it all free again. This is a thing they've tried before. They've tried it immemorial. Honestly, they deserve the giant pushback. You should absolutely write a negative review for this game and join in on the unified outcry and tell Bethesda, we don't want paid fucking mods. You are essentially making us pay modders, which you will get a cut out of, to fix your own fucking game and add things that should have been in the game from day one and fixed from day one. Now, if you take your time fixing the issues and stuff, that's its own issue. That's fine. I mean, it sucks, but it's a Bethesda game. These times things usually happen. I don't want to have to pay you extra fucking dollars to fix your own goddamn game. It's so stupid, man. And when they stopped selling Skyrim on Steam, I don't really remember what exactly happened with that. I don't exactly remember that. I know that they re-released Skyrim like 50,000 times, which also pisses me off. That is definitely a Bethesda trait, but there's something other game companies do as well. Like, who's the guys who make Last of Us? They've released Last of Us like 5 times. GTA, Rockstar's released GTA 5, like literally, 7 other times? Dude, these game companies, man. Holy crap. I'll call out every single one of them. Oh, they re-released Skyrim and you couldn't buy the old version. Yeah. Yes. That you are correct on, Tyler. Yes. And every single time these game companies try to pull the wool over your eyes, pull the wool over all of our eyes, it is our duty. It is our job to call them out on their bullshit. Because if we don't, they'll think it's the right thing to do and they can get away with it and do it more often. Fuck them. Absolutely fuck them. They do not deserve any of your good grace. They don't deserve any of your good thoughts. They deserve nothing but your ire for this shit. And they deserve the giant pushback so they know to not do this again. Now, this is a long-term war. Like I said, we've stopped Bethesda from doing paid mods twice already. Obviously, we're going to have to do it a third time. And Bethesda is going to try this a fourth time, and a fifth time, and a sixth time. But guys, a 28% review score means Bethesda will probably reverse their decision on this. Microsoft now owns Bethesda, and Microsoft is holding the hammer, looking at this review score, being like, bitch, you promised us Starfield would not have a huge issue like this. You promised us it would be a giant W. You gotta fix this right now. Phil Spencer has the axe in his hand. He's holding it behind his head like, he's like, all right, man, come on, Bethesda. You gotta fix this shit. And they will. They will. If you keep the unified outcry up, just like Helldivers 2 had to reverse their decision, even at least partially, and even like, Escape from Tarkov, they had to reverse their decision. Anytime you have unified outcry against these game company decisions, they do bend, they do break, they are weak. It is time to make Bethesda feel weak again and to fix this issue. This is just ridiculous, man. I can't believe they tried this, man. I really can't believe. I can believe they tried this. They've tried this many times before, but this is just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, 122 hour player, which is more than most. Creation credits, paid mods. 440 hour player yelling about the paid mods. Everyone should yell about the paid mods. For fuck's sakes, Bethesda, stop being so greedy. Exactly. Absolutely. After 8 months after release, is still boring, hot garbage. Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah. Over and over and over and over again. Oh my god. Yeah, exactly. Side note, honestly, Bethesda used to be my favorite developer, but after the last few game launches, it's falling right under EA and Ubisoft for the least favorite. This is the problem when you erode the gamer's trust over and over and over again. I talked about this in my previous video on Riot Games releasing the $500 Ari skin. It's an erosion of gamers' trust. And at some point, you stop thinking of a game developer with their good reputation. And that reputation, once sullied, is gone forever. And they have to fight to get it back. I thought Starfield at launch was a step in the relative right direction. This is a step backwards in every single way. Oh, I mean, Ryan, I'm playing less League. Why do you think I'm playing less League? This is exactly why. They've eroded my trust. They're spending less money on the actual, fixing of their game and the support of their game in various ways. Everything from esports, which I do care about. I love esports. I love League of Legends esports. I watch the LCS all the time. They're literally destroying it. And they focus less on actual moderation of their games, including Valorant, including League of Legends especially. And that's gotten worse every single year. And they spend more on monetization of their game. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. Is it bad? No. The game is great, Ryan. The problem is that Riot Games deserves less of our trust every single year. Every single time they try to pull this shit, they deserve less of our trust. And running it back to this actual conversation, Bethesda is falling under the same boat. People are thinking this right here. This is a person who has played 250 hours of this game. This is a person who's fed up. Let's see if there's any other recent... I don't know why it only shows you a few. Is there an option to show all of recent reviews? I don't know. It's only showing a few. It's only showing a few, which is really, really stupid. But yeah, they had another outcry. This is like about, was it 6 months ago, 8 months ago? Where people were negatively reviewing the game with proper negative reviews. And Bethesda was just like gaslighting all the responses, being like, well, you're just not playing it right, or some bullshit like that. Like, Bethesda has to remember, you need us, motherfuckers. We don't need you. I want to support Bethesda because I still believe in the Bethesda that made the Morrowind, that made the Fallout 3, that made, and helped produce Fallout New Vegas, that made Fallout 4, even though that was a step backwards. It was still a relatively good game. That made the Skyrim. That made the Oblivion. I still believe that company can come back. But this shit? This ain't it, man. This is not it. Anyways, I wanted to give you guys a big breakdown on what was going on. I thought this was interesting news. I thought this was absolutely necessary news to cover. I will cover when a company does good things. I will cover a company when it does bad things. I will always give you the authentic take right here. So if you like the video, give it a like, give it a sub, share it with your friends, and I hope you guys like the discussion. We do record this live. As you can tell, I was responding to chat live on Twitch at Cap Corgi on Twitch every single night, 55 months in a row. And share it with your friends, guys. Absolutely. Hope to see you there.